Hey, what's going on? Welcome to Teasing the NFL, your destination for NFL teaser bets. I'm Daniel Saludo, along with Andrew Chang here. We are starting Week 16 on a special Christmas Day edition of the NFL. So we have a special Christmas decorations here. Try to dress up the bar, the set a little bit.
Very festive, Dan.
Yeah, I tried to make it need a little more green, but we'll add that a little bit later.
You even got like some ribbons on.
Yeah, I got the ribbons on the bottles. Yeah,
I mean,
I got the snowman bottles. I got some of the Christmas tree stuff. Yeah, I try to make it a little more festive.
Awesome, fantastic.
Well, we got ourselves a matchup here in the NFC. It is a battle between the Minnesota Vikings going to the New Orleans Saints. The Saints are the favorite here at -7, and your total is 51. So Minnesota gets teased up to +13. New Orleans gets teased down to -1. I got ahead of myself there. Your over gets teased down to 45, and your under gets teased up to 57. All right, so as we know, Drew Brees made his return last week and had some problems.
No Michael Thomas. Yeah.
No Michael Thomas. That makes life difficult. So do we feel like this could be like a little bounce back? You know, maybe they should have held him one more week and then try and come in for this one?
Man, you know what? It was just kind of hard to watch that game, especially with no Michael Thomas. And God, they didn't look particularly that good against KC, but it's Drew Brees' first game back. He hasn't started a game since Week 10. I think we covered that in the video too. So this could be a pretty good matchup because Drew Brees is still not at 100%. I'll say he's not at 100%.
I would probably agree with that.
But you know what? This Minnesota defense, terrible.
Absolutely.
Terrible.
Absolutely.
Oh my gosh! Like to the Bears.
Yeah.
Oh
yeah.
God.
Disgusting, isn't it?
I forgot what I picked, but
You picked the over in that game.
Okay, good. And rightfully
Actually, we
so.
both did. We both picked the over.
I think rightfully so.
Yep.
Because I am a little weary on picking. I mean, you know, the smash play might be Saints -1.
Well, it's the EV play. You take New Orleans, you tease them down past the 4 key numbers, and you get them down to 1. Just pick, basically just go out and get me a win. I mean, that's kind of the straight up play on this. But I mean, even just delving into this game a little bit more. Number one, it's New Orleans. They're at home. You know, they're gonna want to come back. You know, they had a chance possibly at winning that game last week against KC, but came short. Number two, the Minnesota strength is the running game. However, New Orleans is the number 3 run defense in the NFL. So, you know, Dalvin Cook, a great talent, but he could run into a few brick walls this game. Number 3, as we mentioned before, the Minnesota defense is god-awful. So, you know, even with no Michael Thomas, look for Alvin Kamara to have a big game. Look for
Emmanuel Sanders to have a big
Jared
game.
Cook, Emmanuel Sanders, Traquan Smith. You know, even Latavius Murray will be able to rush well on this team. And I have a thing, of course, about Kirk Cousins, primetime. Hard to trust him. So, special game. And there's a little thing you have to remember that New Orleans is still super hot about last season and the playoff game the year before. So, yeah, they're still they really want to get this. And they're actually still kind of competing for the number 1 spot in the NFC, albeit they're a little behind, but they want to be able to try and compete for it. So,
God, it was Case Keenum that threw that.
Yeah, 2 years ago it was Case Keenum, and then last year they had the Kyle Rudolph push-off in overtime.
Oh, that's right. Yes.
Yeah, because we bet that game and we lost. So.
Oof. Ouch. Yeah. But okay. Yeah. So the Saints looking for revenge. It is crazy to think that in those situations that Minnesota has come out on top.
Yeah.
Every single time.
Yep.
You know, whether it was a bad defensive play, but you know what? It was Lattimore's. I know Lattimore should have just tackled Stephon Diggs, but at the same time, Lattimore was the star that put the Saints back into the game. So, you know, you live and die by that. But, yeah, I mean, I think in this one, the over at 45 seems just a little fishy to me.
I don't know. I mean, New Orleans is going to be able to get points on there, and at some point in the game, especially if it's later and it's garbage time, Kirk Cousins somehow manages to get like 14, 17 points on the board in like the fourth quarter. So I would probably lean more towards the over in this if I was betting a total. But I think there's way too much value taking New Orleans to get right, get a game, get your win, and kind of start your momentum back up for this playoff run that's coming in 2 weeks.
Yeah, I kind of like that lean too. Just taking the Saints to win at home against this. Did Minnesota play at the Bears last week?
No, I think Minnesota was at home last week.
Oh, Minnesota was at home last week.
Yes, Minnesota was at home.
Okay, and they still
lost.
A pretty terrible showing. So I will say that the Saints will win. That's all they need to do is just win by one.
There you go.
So there you go.
All right, yep. So I agree with him on that. I'm also going to take New Orleans in this, tease them down to -1. Normally, that would be you on that side.
You almost said it.
Yeah. So I think this is the standalone Christmas Day game, and then there are 3 games on Saturday, and so you might want to consider betting this New Orleans game with open-end teaser with a Saturday game possibly, because there are 3 games on Saturday. You can think about doing that, and we might as well. We'll see what the lines come out in the next day or so.
I know it might be cold outside America, but if you've been following us, you've been hot.
Yeah, we've been very hot the last couple of weeks. We'll go through that in the review a little bit later in another one of the videos later on. But until next time, for Andrew Chang, I'm Daniel Saludo. If you like the content you got in this video, give it a thumbs up, give it a like, subscribe, tick the notification bell, and select all. That way you stay up to date with all of our latest videos and previews for the rest of the season. Make sure you stay tuned. We've got the rest of Week 16 to come across. And of course, for Andrew Chang and myself, we'd both like to wish everybody out there a Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays out there.
Feliz Navidad, yes. I forgot what it was in French, but there you go.
I don't know what it is. I didn't study French.
Noël de jour is something like that.
Okay.
I know there is a bouche de Noël somewhere.
That's a dessert. Oh. That's a dessert that is very Christmassy.
The diet's almost over. I'm ready to scarf
You're ready to scarf down some.
Dude,
yeah,
I'm ready.
And you'd be ready to scarf down on all of these bets coming in the future. Stay tuned for all of the rest of our previews. We've had a really good run, and December's usually been a good month for us, and specifically Christmas week has been a very good week for us. So stay tuned for a lot of the videos coming up. But until next time, make sure you get your bets in, and of course, don't forget to be a tease.